One day, Duke was sent to the inclined railway to help Duncan out. When he arrived at the incline, Duncan spoke to him. "It's not fair," he grumbled. "Why do I have to shunt at the incline while the others are carrying passengers?" "I'll quit your ragging around your funnel," Duke scolded. "Haven't you remembered what happened the last time you were here?" Not long after, he had failed to shunt 4 sleigh cars into the incline and landed in a muddy pool. He did not like being reminded about that. "Besides," Duke continued, "if someone was in trouble, how would you feel?" "Still more puffed up in my smoke box," grunted Duncan. Then he went back to shunting, leaving Duke speechless. But as the months passed, winter was approaching. It was so cold that in the morning the turntable at Tim of Sheds was frozen, so none of the engines could do their work. But for the narrow gauge engines, they made sure their line was clear before their workload begins. Duke and Duncan were resting at the yards when Sir Topham had arrived. "Strawberry Grove School is closing," he said sternly. "The school children were heading home for their tea, but are stuck in the snow and lost. I need you two to go and rescue them immediately before their parents worried." "Yes, sir," puffed Duke, and Sir Topham Hatt drove away. But Duncan didn't want to move. He was tired of shunting at the incline. Worst of all, he was tired of the noisy sleigh cars. Think of all the children's families," sighed Duke. "What are they going to do if they don't find them?" "Well," sighed Duncan, "I guess I could help you just once, just to get out of the bustle of the yard." Then together they puffed away. They were soon steaming along the wintry night. At Strawberry Grove, there was a thick and dangerous snowslide. All engines must puff carefully and slowly to prevent an accident. But Duncan was so impatient to get back to his warm shed that he went even faster, even if Duke told him to slow down. Suddenly, Duncan let out a big blast of his whistle, and before they reached the station, a terrible snowslide appeared and blocked the tracks. Duke's driver tried to apply the brakes, but it was too late. Duncan stood real deep inside the snowbank. "Bother," cried Duncan, "we're stuck." But then Duke had an idea. With steam billowing from his smokestack, he pushed Duncan all the way out of the snowbank. At last, Duncan was free. At the station, everything was cold. The children had a warm, cozy shed to be sheltered in. Then they heard a familiar whistle outside their window, and Duncan and Duke bustled in. The children climbed out to see their old friends. "Hooray for Duke and Duncan!" they cried. After the rescue, they set off for home. That night, when the other engines were asleep, Duke pulled alongside Duncan. "I'm sorry if I was ever rude to you," Duncan said, ashamed. "Maybe if I had listened to you, this wouldn't have happened." "That's all right," said Duke. "At least you can say that we're both going to work at the incline tomorrow. And get back to the bustle of the junction quick," laughed Duncan. The two chatted for a while, and with a happy sigh, they dozed off.